We Are Your Friends is about Zac Efron trying to be a good DJ, and that's pretty much it. I avoided all the trailers, all the marketing and everything for We Are Your Friends. It just didn't seem like my kind of film I'd want to go see, but since it's the new release and I try to see as much as I can for you guys, I thought I'd go see it and just tell you what I thought about it. So in a nutshell, We Are Your Friends, it's a bit of a mixed bag for me personally. First off, what I liked about the film, I liked the montages. They were really good in this film. There's one in particular where Zac Efron's explaining to this woman about how DJing works and how he tries to connect with people's bodies or something, and how he actually has to do certain things on the decks to get them to move, and all about heartbeats per minute and all that cool stuff. And I was just like, it's pretty genius, I'm not gonna lie. It was just cool seeing Zac Efron like kind of work his craft, but also like explain it to someone who doesn't know. I just really like that montage in particular. But there's other montages of like parties and when there's DJs and there's all these big raves going on. Those are really cool as well. I also like the soundtrack for this film too, and it's really funny because the music in this film is like party music, so like electro kind of DJ deck kind of music, and that's not the kind of music I would listen to in my spare time personally, but it really did fit this film and I liked it with the film. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to listen to it outside the film, but if I'm watching the film, I'll be like, yeah, party and all that stuff. But yeah, it was a good soundtrack for the film. Plus I also like the editing too. I mean, I'm not just talking about the montages. I mean, the montages are really awesomely edited and put together, but there's also these parts at the beginning where Zac Efron is doing this like monologue and he's saying, this is the Symphony of Valley, and it shows like behind the Hollywood Hills and there's a big line and it's showing all these illustrations and stuff. And there's one part where Zac Efron's like tripping all kinds of balls because he's taking some drugs and everything's like turning into this weird cartoon. I thought that was pretty well done as well. Getting into the rest of it, I'll say this, I liked the first half of this film. I will say that, I liked the first half. I liked seeing Zac Efron being a better DJ and having all these different recording sessions with the main head DJ guy, whatever his name was, and seeing him trying to make better tunes and all that cool stuff and all the parties and all the raves, and seeing him get more and more successful. I liked that part of the film, the first half. But the second half of the film for me was just a bit meh. Without getting too into it, I'll say this, the first half of this film shows Zac Efron becoming a better DJ and getting really successful. The second half is pretty much more of the downsides of all the stuff, like more sad stuff starts happening. And in the second half of the film, when it's doing the sad stuff, for me personally, and I know I'll be in the minority on this, but for me, the film was really trying to be more thought-provoking and more deep than it needed to be. Like, it's a film about a guy trying to be a DJ. I mean, how deep can you go with that premise, really? I mean, a DJ, no disrespect to any DJs watching, I mean, respect to you, you get those people raving at parties and all that stuff, respect to you, but is it really the most thought-provoking job out there that you can make a film about and get really invested in, really? And then the tip of the iceberg, something happens in the second half of this film, which is a really sad event for Zac Efron and his friends, and I just did not think it needed to happen, like, at all. I mean, it got too tragic. Without spoiling it for you, it was a really tragic event, and I was like, why did that happen? Really, I mean, I understand why it happened in the film, of course, but why did they have to put it in the film? So that's my thoughts on We Are Your Friends. The first half was good, I liked it, montages, Zac Efron becoming really successful. Second half tried to be too like deep in your head and all that stuff, so I don't know, it's just a really mixed bag for me, We Are Your Friends. But if you have seen We Are Your Friends, what did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, tell me down there. And if you like this stuff, be sure to subscribe because I got stuff coming to you guys all the time.